We all love Draft. That's clearly the format that brings us all together, and Commander is the most popular way to play Magic, but it isn't available on Arena. So I had the thought to combine the Draft format we know and love with the most popular way to play Magic, adjusted for Arena's interface, and create Brawl Draft Cube. I've already posted a historic Brawl Draft Cube on the channel a week or two ago, and today we're trying our hands at an Aetherdrift set cube draft with other members of the Arena Gauntlet League server. I've had to learn a little bit about coding, and in doing so, I've curated a format on Draftmancer in which you are first presented with 3 commander options that can only be used as commanders in your deck, as well as a command tower to start off your mana base. Then, after drafting those 4 cards, you draft 3 packs of Aetherdrift as normal, keeping in mind the singleton rule of Brawl. One other twist is that each pack of Aetherdrift has a special slot that is dedicated to a guaranteed legendary creature or planeswalker to give you a couple more options at finding a different commander if you want one. Then, all that's left is to sleeve up and battle it out. Here's our bracket for today, and without any further ado, let's dive into the draft. Alright, here we are with our first pack, which has the commander options for us. So you got Captain Howler, which is the cycling build around, Zahur, which is the black-white starter engines zombie build around, and Far Fortune, which is where I think I kind of want to go here. Black-red starter engines, which is exactly where we want to be here. We're drafting with 7 of us here today, plus a bye. We had a no-show, but that's all right. We will do just fine here. So we can confirm our starting picks and then wait for our first pack to get here. I need to figure out how to do this as far as like making these smaller. I know there's a better way. If any of y'all know in the, what's it called? In the comments, let me know. It's just, I'm pretty sure I've seen it before. Maybe it's this? No. Minimize sideboard? No, don't think so. It's in here somewhere. All right, pack 1, pick 1. Our legendary is Tyrox. We've got Interface Ace, a rare land, and a bunch of white cards. What catches my eye here? Prowlcatcher Specialist is fine in red aggressive decks. The Sloth is pretty interesting. Could be in a Zahura deck. We'd need to take this if we're thinking the black-white deck. Mutant Surveyor could go black-white or red-black. I do like Ride's End here. I think taking a red or probably a black card would keep us the most open here. I just don't think Mutant Surveyor is like super great, but like this pack is just pretty bad. So I think I'll take the Surveyor maybe. But otherwise, I mean, it's like Ride's End and the Sloth, I think maybe. But I'm going to hedge with the black card here to hedge with these 3. Scurryfoot, Siphon Fuel for removal, Kickoff Celebrations. What else do I see? Plow Through is fine. Tarion, there's our legendary creature for this pack. Don't have a green commander. Don't think we'll be taking green cards here. Flood the Engine's interesting. It'd have to go in a Captain Howler deck, though. Think I'll take the Siphon Fuel. We do have to remember that this is Brawl, which means this is a singleton format. We cannot draft duplicates. So I think I'll just take another black card and keep hedging between black-red and black-white here. I don't love the white cards, but the Siphon Fuel is a removal spell that seems fine enough. So let's go ahead and take that. All right, Monument could be kind of fun in a Captain Howler blue-red deck. Are we missing out on anything if we don't take Monument here? So 4-mana 3/3 flyer starts your engine that turns into a 3/4 flyer and it has vigilance. That's whatever. I don't really like Calyx Scion. Maximum Overdrive, 2 mana, 1/1 counter on a creature, Death Touch, and Indestructible. Also 1 mana to reveal their hand, find an artifact or creature. with cycling. Could take Nimble Thopterist. Again, I think staying black is going to be important for me here. I'm probably giving up on Captain Howler unless I take the Monument, which I don't know if that's going to be worth it. Could be kind of fun. Draw a card, make a treasure. Am I missing out on much with... Nah, I'm just going to take the Monument. I don't think I'm missing out on much by not taking the Overdrive here, right? And if blue-red ends up being wide open, the Monument could be pretty good. Lots of green. I guess no one's playing green-black here. Goblin Surveyor, Maximum Overdrive. And what do we have for the blue-red deck? A Swiftwater Cliffs, a Skystreak Engineer, which I'm not thrilled with. We've got Keen Buccaneer, which could be interesting. It's got a little bit of that discard synergy. I guess the Surveyor could also be played in both of these decks too. So again, I guess I'm going to hedge back toward that a little bit. I'm trying to wait for a signal. Green-black is the signal here. It's just we don't have a commander that we could play green-black with. So I think I'm going to take the Surveyor and potentially look into the Maximum Overdrive here. So let's take the Surveyor here, and then for red-white, we've got Sky Cycle, back on track, Reanimate, another Siphon Fuel that we can't play, another Surveyor that we can't play. So I guess at this point, the question becomes, I guess we're going to take a blue card here then, right? Camera Launcher, 3 mana, 2/2, Exhaust, no, back on track. So Reanimates a creature or vehicle and makes a pilot. Is that any better than just like Bounce Off? Or Ether Siphon for like a blue-red control deck? Ether Siphon could be kind of fun. We've got the Monument, like I said. Let's take the Ether Siphon and hedge back towards blue-red here. Okay, full throttle. Don't think that's where we're headed. Spectral Interference for blue-red could be interesting. Got the Engine Rat. I do like Engine Rat in any black deck here. So 1 mana, 1/1 Death Touch with an expensive activated ability. Black-green is just continually going around the table. We just didn't open one of the black-green commander options here, unfortunately. Slick Imitator, no thanks. Quick Welder could be interesting. It's just we don't really have those kind of decks going here. I think I'm going to pick up the Engine Rat, and I could probably get a Spectral Interference if I want one at some point. So let's take that here. A Bloodfell Caves for the black-red deck. There's also a Wreckage Wickerfolk. I do love this card. Although Endrider Catalyzer, 2 mana, 3/1, it does start your engines early, and we're going to be wanting to do that too. I would love all 3 of these cards for the black-red version of the deck that we have going right now. And there's not really anything for the blue-red cycling deck. So let's take Catalyzer here. I wouldn't be upset with any of those. Now, I do believe this is the wheel as we are drafting with 7. Got a Specialist, a Tyrant. I guess not many people are playing white. I wonder if black-white is where we're going to want to be. If all of these white cards came back. I don't think the Rambler's particularly great. I don't have a Specialist yet, though, and I think this card's pretty good in red-black. Let's take this first. Air Response Unit, Light Shield Parry. There is a Kickoff Celebrations and a bunch of green cards I'm not playing, as well as a Rocky Roads. It looks like black is pretty cut so far this draft. Maybe we get access to one of those like green-black commanders in pack 2, but I doubt it. Kickoff Celebrations could be good in a Captain Howler deck as well. So that's something. Okay, we got the Maximum Overdrive back anyway. And Intimidation Tactics I don't think is super great. There's the black-green Swiftwater Cliffs. If we're going back towards blue-red a little bit, it's a fine card to pick up here. Can't play either of these, but I think I'm going to send the message that red is a little more cut. Gilded Gota, fine, I guess. And nobody's playing black-green once again. And we did get a Bloodfell Cave's last pick. Let's go. Oh, never mind. One more here. Why was there one more? Not sure why that why that ended up like it did. But what do we have here? Another Zahur. Well, we can't play two of them, so I don't think I can take this one. What else could I take then? I can't take any of these green cards. Can't take the Mutant Surveyor. I guess I could take the Leonin Surveyor if we're going to go back towards black-red. I could take Pedal to the Metal as well. I don't really like the Matrix or the Tortoise all that much. I think black-red is still our most likely color pair, though. But I'm not missing out on really anything by taking this Surveyor here. I don't think I'm going to miss the Pedal to the Metal. Okay, this is a good reason to move into black-white a little bit. I mean, what are we passing up on? The Tyrox, the Gunner, and that's about it. I guess a Bounce Off. So there's a lot of red cards here we'd have to give up, but we do have a Surveyor to help us with the Zahur deck. And there's a Nesting Bot we could get back because white seems super open in the first pack. So let's take that one here. And there's more good white cards here. I don't think the Quick Welder is going to be for us. We could just take Sundial, Canyon Vaulter, 2 mana, 3/1, and then it saddles and gives things flying. I don't mind the Raceway as well. That seems interesting. But I think Zahur or Sundial is going to be pretty good for us as well. Let's take Sundial here. There's a blue-white card. There's a black-white. There's a Grim Bauble. I really hate the Scouter, so I think we're taking Grim Bauble here pretty easily. Another Cliffs, Calaxion, sure, whatever. Let's take the Grim Bauble. And Mutant Surveyor can't play it. I guess we could play the Rambler. I don't think the Synergist is what we're going for. Broadside Barrage for blue-red, but I don't think we're playing blue-red at this point. So we get rid of that. Probably get rid of that. And then probably get rid of these red cards and lock in black-white more than likely. Could take the Foul Roads as well, but I think the Rambler seems fine. Another Grim Bauble, but remember, it is Brawl, so you can only play one copy of it. What else do we have? The 4 mana 3/3 max speed card, Wickerfolk Indomitable. That could be interesting in black-white with the sacrifice stuff that we've got going on. I do like the Raceway. I don't think I like Disciple as much. Let's take the Raceway. I think that's going to be a pretty good pickup for our deck here. Why's there got to be a Gastel Thrill Seeker? I love this card. I'm not going to make playables here is the issue. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 white cards and 5 red cards. There's a Light Shield parry. Okay, I guess I'll go back and take the Thrill Seeker here. This card is incredible. Lots of blue-red cards, too. There's the Zahur on the wheel. Mutant Surveyor can't play it. Pedal to the Metal is the only red card in the pack at the beginning, and I guess it wheeled, so we take it. No white cards. There's a Guidelight Matrix, but I don't think that's very good. Tyrox can't play a Siphon Fuel, can't play the second Bloodfell Caves. So I guess we'll take the Tyrox. I don't like the Scouter here. Dynamite Diver, sure. I guess that's better than Chitin Great Stalker in this kind of deck. Another one. I guess we could play Calaxion. I don't know. We'll have to see. Can't play the Mutant Surveyor number 2. Oh gosh, nobody's in black? Grim Bauble on the wheel? Okay, I think I've got to lock in black-red at this point. And we could play that if we felt like we had to. All right, Lightning Strike. Ooh, but there's... Oh my goodness. Why is all the good cards got to be in here at the same time? Okay, I guess any three of these I wouldn't mind putting into this deck. Lightning Strike or Gastel Thrill Roller. I think it's got to be the Strike, but the Thrill Roller is also very good. Yeah, I got to take my first Lightning Strike, right? Or am I going to get another one this pack? That would feel real bad if I get past a Lightning Strike and didn't take the Thrill Roller. Okay, I'll take the Lightning Strike. Gastel Raider, 3 mana, 2/1 Starcher Engines. Only other option for us is Ticket Tortoise, because we already have a copy of both of these. So let's take the Gastel Raider. Deathless Pilot. What else do we got? The Mako, which I don't think is very good. The Artillerist, which could be fine because it actually cycles and deals a damage, which could increase our speed. We already have a Catalyzer, so we don't need that. So let's go ahead and take the Pilot, I guess. It's not a great card, but fits our colors well enough. Bloodghast? Or Burner Rocket. I think Burner Rocket's better for us. I don't think anyone's going to play this, so it's probably Wheels. Grimbauble, Siphon Fuel. You're seeing some of these cards a little bit later because it is a Brawl draft here. So, you know, I would be taking these Grimbaubles, but I can't because I can't actually play them. I can't play this Thrill Seeker either, see? Don't think the Count on Luck is very good. I guess I can take a Streaking Oil Gorger. 5 mana 3/3 Flying Haste gives lifelink with max speed. Sure. I would love to play another Thrill Seeker. I just can't. Oh, there's the Lightning Strike. Oh, I did get a Wreckage Wickerfolk, though. I do like that. So I will take that happily. But now I wish I would have taken the red rare, obviously. And we are pretty close to making playables here now. There's nothing else I can actually add. I could add the Monument. Okay, I could add a Sarcophagus or a Velocitar. I think the Sarcophagus is better for us, so let's go ahead and put that one in here. Feels bad passing these cards, but once again, the singleton nature of the format requires that of us. All right, on the wheel, we didn't get the Thrill whatever back, but we did get the Blockbuster, so we can play that card. 3 mana, 3/2. When it enters, sack a creature or vehicle to destroy an artifact an opponent controls if they have some busted vehicle or something. Nothing I can play here. I don't know what's going to help my opponents the most, so I guess I can hate draft a Spike Shell Harrier. Okay, I can actually play the Artillerist. I guess I could play the Bloodghast. Can't play that, can't play that. In the Forest, doesn't matter. So that is our draft. We've got 3 lands here, so 26. So there's a couple of cuts I got to make. So I will go ahead and do that in the arena interface. See you there. All right, here we are, and I've got 16 lands. I think this deck is going to be pretty darn aggressive. So now I have to make 3 more cuts to this here. I think the Gravestalker's probably out. We do have 19 creatures, though. I mean, we're not really, like, milling ourselves or putting it in there. So I think taking that out seems fine. We're going to have to play some slightly less than optimized cards here. But that is the nature of these kind of drafts for sure. What do we got? Bloodghast sticks out a little bit. Calixion. I don't really like Calixion. So maybe just cut those 2, and I guess this would be the deck here. So yeah, 16 land, 39 total cards. And a nice, aggressive, Far Fortune End Boss Commander deck here to go into our games with. So this is what we're going to run, at least start here as well. We do have a little bit of a sideboard if we want it, but we probably won't be making much sideboarding changes throughout. So I will see you in our first match. Our first match will be against fellow YouTube content creator Mang MTG. Mang is running Samit the Driving Force as his commander, and he's got himself a powerful deck. Let's see if we can get out ahead of it and snag the win. Alright, we're starting on the draw here, and you do get a free mulligan in Brawl, and I think we're going to need it. So let's go ahead and take it here, and we get basically the same hand. So do we want to actually mulligan this away to go down to 6? I don't think I'm going to here. I mean, we've got the Diver on turn 1, which has the potential to be pretty good here. And then we can start our engines on 2 and also give it +1/+1 in first strike. So, you know, we've got something we can do here. Oh, really? Come on. Well, that's pretty annoying. Can't do anything about it necessarily. I can give it +1/+0 in first strike, but that doesn't really help me here, so let's just go ahead and play the Gilded Goat and pass. Maybe we can attack with this next turn. Let's see. Samit the Driving Force is Mang's commander here. It's a pretty good one. And it's got vigilance. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? Okay, I don't think I can walk into the trap here. So I guess I shouldn't have played that land. I could just cycle this, increase my speed by 1, and then hope to find a swamp here. Because I really do need a swamp for the rest of my hand, and he might have a lightning strike or something. So let's actually cycle this. And if I get the swamp, okay, not instant punished. Alright, go ahead. Can't really do anything else. Okay, no plays. Interesting. Lifelink and indestructible, sure. It's not really what I need. So when this enters, I can... Is this an artifact? Of course it's not. Sacrifice a creature or vehicle when you do destroy target artifact. Of which he doesn't have any right now. I guess I need this treasure pretty badly, so... This can only be done to activate abilities, so I don't think he's gonna have anything. Let's see. Okay, so +1/+0 I think is all I need. And then I could use maximum overdrive if I felt like I had to. Okay, it's just cycling, sure. That means I can't cast my commander this turn, and I don't really want to use the treasure. So... pass? Okay, 1 mana away from Samit, so it's got First Strike, Vigilance, and Haste. I think we're going to have to kill it when it comes down. Does it start your engines? Yeah, it does. Gosh, that's enormous too. There we go. Got a swamp. Okay, so I could hold up Siphon Fuel to kill Samit, or I could play Far Fortune and hold up Maximum Overdrive. I don't have good attacks here, though. I mean, I kind of do. I could just trade this for a point of damage here. This is a tough decision now. It's not an artifact. Nothing is an artifact yet. I really do want to get to max speed here very quickly. So I know I have to basically throw this away, but I mean, getting to max speed seems super important here. So now I'm just going to hold up maximum overdrive, which does give indestructible. Although Samet might just be coming down. Let's see. It's got vigilance too. I mean, what doesn't it have? Okay, there comes Samet. I guess I could use maximum overdrive to trade with that. First strike, vigilance, and haste. So I guess doing this means I don't even need to use Siphon Fuel this next turn, because I could just maximum overdrive on Far Fortune right now. Sure. Siphon Fuel is an instant. But we're going to have max speed here this next turn. Now the question is, if I do this... Oh, this gains 2 life. Is there a way to deal damage pre-combat here? Not really. That would be really good, because if a source you control would deal damage, it deals that much +1. No artifacts still. So let's do... Let's do this and Engine Rat, and then crew, or saddle, I guess, here, and then attack with both, make the treasure. Oh, it does get to max speed. That is the way to do it pre-combat. Okay, there you go. I don't have any ways to use this. Hopefully Far Fortune survives here, but we do have the mana to play him again next turn. Okay, exhaust, it becomes a 5/5. Sure. Siphon Fuel should take care of that nicely, I think. Alright, doing some math. Can't play Samet, so probably just seeing what follow-up play is going to happen here. This 4/5 is pretty annoying. I mean, I can kill one of these, but then the other one just turns into a 5/5. This does let me rummage here. This lets me activate. There's a lot of things I can do. I don't like all the mana up over there, obviously, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still can't really do much else with the extra mana if I play the land here. So let's just go to combat and attack with Far Fortune, I think. Sure, and then I guess if you double block, I can Siphon Fuel and get both creatures, is that right? Let's see. Might not want to, though. Pending removal here. Okay, makes sense. Go to damage. Does the Engine Rat win now? 6? No. Loses. This doesn't work with the Engine Rat. I probably want to use Siphon Fuel on the Samet. So let's just end the turn, I think. Collision Course. So even if I kill a creature, this is going to die. So I guess I just let that happen. Sure. Alright, Samet not coming down. So 6. I guess I could block with the Engine Rat here. See if he gives Trample. Looks like he probably will. Do I activate Engine Rat or do I activate or cast Siphon Fuel? I think activating Engine Rat's better. I can cast Siphon Fuel next turn and potentially win. Hopefully there's no big combat trick that can kill me. I'm taking 5 right now. Okay, go to 4. I'm out of lightning strike range. And then a 3/4. Alright, I think that should do it. So we do this and then attack with both. Goes to 2 in both of those, get the win. Alright, so we did manage to get game 1 here. And we'll check on my sideboard and see if I need to make any adjustments. Alright, starting on the draw here in game 2, and I wanted to sideboard out this Blockbuster. I didn't see any artifacts, but my sideboard is like basically non-existent, so I did not make that change. I think I'm gonna lead on the Caves here, and then next turn play Pilot, Raceway Pilot, I guess? That's a card. 2 mana 3/3 reach, huh? Okay. Okay, no plays. So our speed is started. Do I want to cycle this? I think the Artillerist being cycled is like more important to our game plan. so I could just play this random 3-mana 3/2. So let's just do this thing. I mean, I'd love to be able to attack and deal damage, but I can do that next turn here. Okay, no plays, no red mana yet. Never mind, there's the red. Oof, that card is good. I don't have removal, so I can't do much about it. I can attack with the Blockbuster and use Maximum Overdrive here. And then if he blocks with either of these, then the Artillerist will be able to deal the point of damage for speed. But now his speed is also getting up there. I could play Far Fortune, but then I don't have attacks. So let's try this. Sure, and then I cycle the Artillerist here to still get my point of speed. Yeah, and Kickoff Celebration is going to do some good work. And if I have max speed before I even get to Far Fortune, I can give him haste. Could be good. Yeah, I can't really block, unfortunately. It's a race. Okay, gain 2. Alright, sure. Does this thing have lifelink? How does he get 26? I don't know. I don't think I need to play Far Fortune yet. Let's start by doing this. I don't need to expose it. I can play it basically when I've already got max speed, it looks like. Pedal to the Metal, not horrible. And do I want a 2/1 or a 1/3? I can play Far Fortune next turn and get max speed before blocks, assuming he doesn't have instant speed removal here. So maybe that means the Sarcophagus is a little bit better. And end the turn. Next turn I've got 4 mana. I could still do one of these two things as well. Oh, I'd love to get the max speed before this trigger so I could give him haste, but maybe not. Sure, take 3. Oh, I'm dumb. We started at 25 life, not 20. That's why earlier, I realized he was at 26, and that was absolutely busted. Yeah, that is insane. Okay. What do I do about that? Whenever you attack, can't really attack. I guess I just play him. Don't need that. Is that any good here? It's fine on this board. Just Samet's coming down next turn, and I'm just gonna eat it. It still block is +1/+0. Yeah, it still blocks these things. Except this thing that's just gonna kill me. I could probably do better. Alright, here comes Samet, and this is going to get +3/+0. Yup. This has Menace. That could be a 7/2. Goodness. Well, he's getting max speed, so can't do anything about that. Boof. Take 13. Sure, does this have reach? No. Alright, take 13, I guess. Wow. Yeah. It's pretty good. That's also pretty good. There's no way I have lethal here, do I? I can give it +1, 2, 3, 4. +4/+0, so this deals 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 16? Is that right? $16 is not 21. I just have to, like, kind of just trade here. Let's do this, see what we can find out of the yard. If there's anything relevant I could play. That could end up being relevant. This is much better on attacks. On defense, Far Fortune is not near as good. I guess I'll just pass here. Lifelink and indestructible? Really? This Bastronaut is about to destroy me. Yeah. I mean, it's a double striking, lifelinking, indestructible creature. Okay. I think that means I just lose here. I have to double block this thing. So I double block and then die. Yeah, that was ridiculous. GG Meng, let's see if we can get game 3 here. Alright, we are up first and we've got a 4-1. Maybe it survives. We've also got Maximum Overdrive as backup for it. So potentially it survives and just bashes for a bunch. Don't have a way to... I mean, this is a way... Oh, come on. That card on 1 is unbeatable. I drew the Grim Bauble. Can I afford to wait a turn? I think I have to. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to have to kill it next turn. So I need to get my engine started pretty quickly. And I can just Grim Bauble next turn here. Could also play Tyrox as well. Sure. So let's kill this thing. Probably gonna block, or is he interested in racing as well? No? Okay. Yeah, this is a max speed race for sure here, right? Alright, let's play a 4-1. I could even block this if he saddles. Never mind. This Lotus Guard Disciple has been brutal so far. Gosh. This blocks well on this board, I guess. Could use Maximum Overdrive, but I think I'm going to save it. I want to be able to cast Far Fortune. I just don't have the lands yet. I could cycle this, but if I miss on a land, that's really bad this turn. If I use Maximum Overdrive, that's also just like not great. I guess I'll just trade these. And then play a 1-4, and if he saddles it, it becomes a 2-4 Death Touch? Yeah, I can't do anything about that. I guess I could do Kickoff Celebrations to get to max speed pre-combat here. Assuming this thing survives. Okay, so they... Okay, it's a 4-3, gets 2 counters. Yeah, can't block. All right, you got max speed. Here we go. All right, we do have Far Fortune now. And I think I'm just gonna go for it. Get to max speed, deal a bunch of damage. Okay. Dodge removal once here. Haven't seen a lot of removal yet. Sure. Not playing anything else. Interesting. Let's get rid of this here. And then I think just hold up Maximum Overdrive and bash. Are we going to die here? I guess he could Scurry Foot. In which case that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's not... Oh, but there's this. So a land would kill us, right? Because a land means salmon attacks us, and we don't have vigilance with anything. So what if I did just this? What if I did both of these? I attack for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, go to 3. Plus I have Overdrive, so I block Samet and I take 11 next turn. No, this couldn't be crude if you played Samet. I don't think there's a way this goes horribly wrong. Oh, it's exile. Yeah, that does get exiled, doesn't it? Alright, let's do this guy here, and then end the turn. If we draw a land, we can play Far Fortune and give everything haste. Don't know if that's gonna matter, though. Here comes Samet, I'm sure. Yep. Gosh, this card is a beating. hits for 5 in the air, 6 in the air. So I have to chump here to not die pretty much. So pass to blockers, go here. If I don't chump Samet, I'm dead on board next turn. If I play Far Fortune, if I draw a land, play Far Fortune, give it haste, attack with everything, it deals 2, and then these both deal 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not enough. So I probably just have to do this. Because I don't have a way to kill the flyer or anything in hand. So we just trade like this, I guess. Okay, drew the land. I would be... No, because if I play Far Fortune, I block Samet, and then I block this. I'm not dead to that. But if it plays... Yeah, because if it plays another creature, cruise that up, I wouldn't be dead on board if I played Far Fortune here. Conversely, I play the Specialist and put 2 counters on it. That doesn't seem very good. So I guess we just do this and hope we don't die. So we are dead next turn no matter what, unless we can draw creature or artifact removal. I guess Lightning Strike would do it? Oh. Yeah. Not officially dead, but pretty darn close here. I mean, I just can't really be attacking. I have to draw removal, like, this turn exactly, pretty much. Alright, forced my hand here. Don't really have anything else I can do. Although Far Fortune is actually going to kill Samet here, I think. Ooh, wait, did we just win on a punt? Uh-oh. I think we might have. I think we did. Oh no. Well, we got the win, but it was on the Far Fortune's final line of text there. Oh, that was a tough one. Thanks for the games, man. That was a really tough decisions there in the end. But definitely thanks for the games. With that win, we are able to advance to the semis of this bracket here today. Oompa Loompa, Wizma, and Prudent all secured victories in their first round as well, setting up the following matchups for round 2. We are taking on Whisma, and Oompa Loompa and Prudent are battling it out on the other side. Whisma is running Sabsunin as his commander, arguably the best card in the entire set, so this will assuredly be an uphill fight. Alright, we're starting here in match 2 on the draw, and we've got Sarcophagus into Surveyor. Maybe this is enough to get our engines going here. We've actually got a turn 1 play too, or turn 1 way to get our engines going. But I want to play the tap land. To start, makes more sense to do that. Here, we're playing against a super busted commander here, Sabsunin Luxa Embodied, which just does all of the things that are nuts. So clearly the Ticket Tortoise is going to block here. But getting it out of the way seems not horrible. But I'd love to get my speed up to 2. Let's see. Yeah, boo. Sure, makes sense. Yeah, so this thing, reach, trample, indestructible, can't block unless it has an even number of counters. Beginning of your first main phase, put a counter on it, and then if it's odd, draw 2. Oof, it's going to be a busted one here. Let's just play the Surveyor, and then hopefully we have attacks. Oh my gosh, it comes down right now. Never mind. I guess I Siphon Fuel? I can't even do that this turn. I guess if I get down Far Fortune, I can Siphon Fuel next turn? Yeah, sure. Okay, go ahead. And they're going to draw 2 cards now? Oof. So it can't attack or block now. Alright, sack to destroy another artifact. Oh, that is such a brutal way to deal with commanders. At least I still get... No, I don't even get the triggers. Oh my goodness. And now Siphon Fuel can't even kill that. Okay, so we're just like completely toast. Yeah, how do I deal with this? What a matchup, huh? Do I have a way to get rid of an enchantment? I'm not sure I do. Or even sacrifice a creature? So this can attack and block now. Reach, trample, and indestructible. Getting that out a turn early was really annoying against this Siphon Fuel. Yeah, I can't block it. All I've got is the Oil Gorger, I guess. I mean, nothing else does anything in here. Hull Drifter, draw 2 more next turn. I mean, yeah, all of the cards. Do you have a way to crew it? No. Doesn't look like it. I mean, guess I'll just play these 2. This thing has trample. It can't block this next turn, but it just draws 2 more cards. I mean, he's drawn 4 cards since he untapped last. Man, I even had the answer, but it gets counters for free every turn, so that's pretty good. Now we can block the Oil Gorger with the Hull Drifter by crewing it with the Thopterist, I guess. I might just be dead before any of this matters. Okay. That's something, I guess. I want to get to max speed pretty quickly, so I'm going to attack with the Diver as well. Sure. I mean, I could kill my own Far Fortune. I don't think that's very good, though. I mean, I'm taking 10 next turn, a minimum. Okay, instant speed, kill it, sure. Ugh. Does it do anything if I keep it on the top? Sure, I mean, I get max speed, it has lifelink, whatever. So I know I'm drawing the Oil Gorger, so let's just pass here. This attacks for 10, 13. How do I beat this deck? I'm not sure I can. Oh, another one. Okay, so they have 7 mana right now, so you could do this for 4, and then each creature becomes base power. Yeah, I think I'm just mega dead now. What a deck. Good job, Wisma. That was a nice draft, to say the least. I mean, I guess he might not do it because I could have Lightning Strike, but if I don't, which I don't, then I'm super dead. Yep, that works. Alright, we're mega dead because we block one of these and take 24 or something. So let's see if we have any better luck in game 2. Okay, we're up first, and we do have the ability to start our engines on turn 2 and play a haste creature and a removal spell on turn 3. I mean, we have to kill him before turn 5 or something. So let's do this. Hopefully just some random X2 that I can kill here with Grimbauble. Oh. Brutal. Okay, I guess we get in. At least it does give trample, so I can still increase my speed here. And then end the turn. Next turn, can do the Gastel Raider and crew it and attack. And play Grimbauble on the Tortoise. Let's see if that ends up working out here. Looks like it will. So let's play Gastel Raider, see if we find anything. Okay, Roadside Blowout, which bounces a thing, or +4/+4 and trample. Well, this is a lot worse when you know about it. So let's get rid of this. And then go here. speed to 3. And now you just play a 4/4, and I unfortunately can't really attack into it. Oh, forgot you had the treasure. Yep, that'll do it too. Oh, what a top deck. Incredible. We've done it. What a top deck. That might be basically the game for us there. It's like our only turn to answer that card. So this has Menace. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this, and I can trade the burner rocket for the Thopter, I guess. But if they double block, the burner rocket's still around. If they don't, I've still got a 3/2 menace here. Okay, trying to push that damage before this thing comes down one more time. +4/+4 and trample. Why? Best removal spell in the set. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, let's attack for 5. What could he have here? It's none of these cards, so it's this last card that's giving him priority. Maybe it's just a bounce spell? Yeah, looks like it might be. Probably don't want to bounce the Raider because I get to steal the Greatness as well, so I guess the Specialist is going back to the hand here. Yep, that's what it is. And then I think I'm just going to use Grim Bauble to Surveil 2, more than likely. Yeah, don't need either of those. Glad I did that. Gilded Goda doesn't do much. The Specialist can attack as a 4/3. I guess I can trade Raider with this and then have Specialist get in. Because this has Menace. So let's do this. Gosh, this stupid Flood the Engine. Go to 5. Can I push the last 5 damage here? There's Sabsunin again. That's a way to do it. This isn't really going to do me anything, so let's just ping for 1, draw a card. Neither of these are artifacts. Destroy target artifact. Not enchantment, but artifact. I guess I could still sacrifice, I think, right? I may sacrifice a creature or vehicle. And then I don't actually have any targets for this, but that's okay because I can get it back next turn. So it actually did something here. So now this can't block. I guess another creature means I don't have lethal. But I've lethal in 2 turns with Engine Rat here. Okay. That does mean I do not have lethal, I believe. because if I attack, Far Fortune deals 2 damage, but then they block, block, block. Everything would die. Right? So block here, block here, block here. I mean, I think just Engine Rat for 2 turns here. Like, if I do Engine Rat right now, and then play Far Fortune next turn, attack, I win. So... can't attack or block. This thing has Death Touch, so I could trade that for this. I don't think there's a way to win this turn. Could play 2 creatures, but that doesn't seem great. I mean, it's fine, but like... draws another creature. The Scurryfoot's going to make another creature as well. So let's just be on the Engine Rat plan here. I know he gets to draw 2 here. Nope, that was last turn he got to draw 2. So even a removal spell for the Engine Rat doesn't save him. Yeah, no sense in blocking that thing. Oh, a life gain spell off the top? Come on. And still being able to do the Scurryfoot here? Okay, yeah. Okay, Engine Rat turn 2? Not turn 2, but try number 2? Alright. Come on, Engine Rat, do your thing. Okay, draw 2 cards. Removal still doesn't do it unless you got 2 removal spells, which is possible. This can't attack or block this turn, so I'm probably not dead even to Bestow Greatness. So this doesn't... oh, it does have trample. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... plus 7... 18... I have to keep 1 creature back so I can attack next turn, because Far Fortune's attack trigger will win it. And if he's got removal for the Engine Rat here, it's just the question is, like, you can't do this exhaust and cast Bestow Greatness. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 here. Versus casting Bestow Greatness here, I would take 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus 4 is 16. If there's 2 tricks, then I would lose. Removal for the Engine Rat means I lose as well. So I have to, if I keep 2 creatures back, I protect myself against a removal spell here. I guess another way I lose is Bestow Greatness plus a removal spell. So if I've got removal, doing this means... if they've got removal, doing this means I lose. And if they got removal, then doing this means I lose. So... what's the win-win here? Gosh, super interesting decisions. There's probably a line I'm missing in the moment here. As I watch this back, I'm going to miss a line. 6, 8. Gosh. Yeah, so this loses to removal. But like I said, if I just do this, I also lose to instant speed removal. So what am I... I'd basically just die to removal no matter what. Right? What if I block Specialist on Hazard? Yeah, I just die to removal no matter what here, it looks like. Okay, we knew about that. Anything else? No. Go to 3. Is there removal for Engine Rat? There's gotta be, right? If you attacked with everything, I would think there would be. Okay, that's fine, I think. That should do it. Wow. Engine Rat goes the distance in game 2. It's kind of wild. Wow. GG Wisma, that was a tough one. Now we got to be on the draw for this last game here. And we're on the draw in this final game, and we do have an engine starter on 2. I guess we could actually play the Wicker Folk first and then start our engines on 3? Probably a better chance this gets in. Yeah, that has a better chance of getting in. So let's do this, and then... Oof, these are both really good. Well, this is particularly great. I'm going to put this in the yard because we can get some extra value out of that one in the yard here. So... Okay, that's decent. So let's start our engines this way and then attack with the Wicker Folk here. That way this can actually deal and increase our speed without having to attack. And could do it, like, in a turn where we have Far Fortune down. But based on that stupid enchantment removal spell, I do not think I want to be exposing this before I need to. Plus, Sabsunan's coming down next turn, which is really annoying. It sounds like this thing is dying. Yep. Pretty close. Gosh, that stupid Lorna means I can't get my speed up except for the Thrill Seeker here. Next turn I can play Oil Gorger and no, I can't even attack because this stupid thing can block it. I do have the Blockbuster to sacrifice Far Fortune in the event that that gets cast again. It can actually kill something this time. So let's do... Gosh. Let's do this. And in the event that he's got the the enchantment removal. Probably not going to want to play it next turn because Sabsunin could come down. Or it does anyway, right? Yeah, sure. At least I can get max speed this turn. He's still got the bounce spell, though. No, maybe not. Take action. Kill the flyer. Get to max speed. Gets haste. And then I could actually attack with both here? Okay. Okay, no plays, no land. Don't think I mind that. I don't think I can afford to just play 6 mana to do this. I could play an Oil Gorger here. I could also just Surveyor and Burner Rocket. Let's just do Surveyor and Burner Rocket here. What is the play? A 4/2 flash that gives something +2/+2. That's pretty good. Alright, I guess Blockbuster is down, but what do we want to trample over here? I guess we can trample with Sarcophagus? Sure. Oh, this stupid thing had Death Touch too. Forgot about that. Oh, okay. Alright, end the turn. Sit of Arma? Good card. At least we're avoiding the 5th land drop here. That has been nice. This thing is going to have Flying Haste Lifelink, so that'll be good. So we'll get those 2 in and just play this thing, I guess. And then next turn, we've got the Far Fortune. Here comes Sabsunin, though, so that isn't really going to work out for us. It's already used the Flood the Engine, so... Maybe I just do this and just play this next turn. They're both 6... they're both 6 mana. Yeah, let's just do this thing, and then I'll play Fortune next turn here. This won't be able to block this turn. But I'm worried about Sit of Arma eventually just completely destroying us here. Yeah, that bounces. Oh, and it reduces my speed. Oh, that's brutal. Now I don't have max speed. Ugh, yeah. Are we gonna be dead on board to Sit of Arma here? So it can't attack or block this turn. Alright, let's give this a shot. No 1 mana bounce? Oh, It's got the 1 mana bounce too. Right? Yeah, what other priority could you have? Yep, here's the 1 mana bounce. Brutal. Okay. Let's bring it back to hand here then. Get up to max speed, but then maybe just die. Alright. Now it can attack and block. Yeah, no blocks. Go to 15. Tells me this is more interaction and or a flyer. No? Alright, well that's interaction very clearly. I mean, I've pretty much just got to do this though, right? And then bounce it again? You have another bounce? Let me go to combat. Okay, we went to combat. Okay, these are close matches here. So deal 5, gain 4? Deal 6? Yeah, deal 6, gain 4. Okay. Go ahead. This can't attack or block now, but you do get... Oh, but the Sit of Arma might just, like, kill us on the backswing. I forgot about that. Makes everything a 7/7. I can block 3 things, which mean I die on board here. Yeah, I guess I killed myself on the backswing. I think we're dead on board to Sit of Arma here. And Wizma's a great player. I think you'll see it. No? Okay, I guess we're not dead yet. Oh, it's because this can't attack or block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. It's because the Sabsunin can't attack or block here. I think we actually might have lethal with the Artillerist plus attacking. As long as Far Fortune makes it and stays around here. If he doesn't, that's not going to be good news. Although we might still have lethal if we top a deck a land. Because we can cycle and play him. Okay, so this all just matters. This is the end of the game if our fortune doesn't get bounced to our hand. Sacrifice it. Oh, it doesn't have max speed. Okay. I think that might do it. Let's see. Alright, dude, come on. Do we have it? I think we do. Wow, Far Fortune got there. Great games. Man, these are some wild matchups here. We got destroyed in the first match and fought our way to be fighting for the trophy here. Let's get it. With that win, we are able to secure a spot in the finals of this Brawl draft. And as you can see by the results on your screen now, we will take on Prudent in the finals. Prudent is running Zahur as his commander, so we've got 2 relatively assertive decks fighting it out in the finals. Let's see who takes it. Alright, here we are in the final match. And we get a free mulligan. Gosh, if this was a mountain, this would be insane, but I don't think... Yeah, I mean, this is good. We'll keep this one. We've got the engine rat on turn 1. This would be great on the play, but Playing against the other option we thought about taking here. Oh no! Really? Intimidation tactics? The Gastel Thrill Seeker is probably going away, as we do not have a way to start our engines with the Engine Rat down. So down goes Thrill Seeker. And it gets exiled. Not that that really matters for us, but, you know. I mean, they're both pretty good, but I think Thrill Seeker is the pretty... He just doesn't like the choice here. Yeah, there goes Thrill Seeker. As expected. So let's play Engine Rat on 1. And actually, we got a way to start our engines next turn. Oof. That's a card, isn't it? Well, yeah, that needs to die. I mean, he knew I'd be doing that, but I kind of had to get rid of that before I got too much value here. And this whole speed thing is not working out like I want it to this game. Okay. I guess the question is, do you want to trade with Engine Rat? Okay, looks like you do, sure. And then I can cycle this. No? Okay, sure. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and play my 2-1. Next turn I could play Far Fortune. It depends if I want to expose it to removal or not. And what the blockers that are played are. Yeah, that gives lifelink and indestructible. Yep. Can't do anything about that. I probably want to get this Gilded Goated down before it's blanked by something, and I could also cycle this, especially if he chooses to block here. Then I could still get my point of speed in. Okay, no. So let's play the Goda, and I guess I could cycle this on his turn. Sure. Three flying, max speed, +0/+1 in vigilance. Okay, so let's do this. I do have the ability to attack as a 3/3 with the Sarcophagus here. So that's pretty good. So let's play Far Fortune, attack with Sarcophagus, and it becomes a 3/3 because we have max speed now. Alright, no removal spell one time. It's probably asking too much. Gonna have max speed, so this is gonna be a 3/4 vigilance, but at least it doesn't untap itself, so. Now this can sack something to make a tapped 2/2. And the Siphon Fuel probably has to be used on Zahur. Hopefully there's no split up for Far Fortune. That would make my life a little annoying. Mutant Surveyor 2/3. in a land. Okay. So sack another creature. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, including itself, you make a tap 2/2. So I could kill the Surveyor, except for the fact that he just sacks it. So I don't gain the life, but it does die, and then I have attacks with these 3 things. I could even crew that up. No, I actually do have attacks with Gilded Goda because of the Far Fortune's ability here. Keeps on clicking on it here. So then let's crew it up with this thing then. And now I guess you can soak up some damage by continually sacking cards to Zahur and making 2/2s. Are we gonna get another trigger or another oopsie? I mean, they'll trade. The Goda and the Surveyor will trade at the very least, but okay, take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We don't have any life gain. This is life gain, but it doesn't really work as long as Zahur's there. I mean, maybe I have somehow... It's an onboard trick. Yeah, you can't really attack with everything, I don't think. So this is 5, 6, 7. I go to 8. Sure, I guess. Nesting bot, not bad. That could be pretty good with the Goblin Surveyor here. Let's... Alright, I think we're pretty close to just losing on the backswing. I don't think holding back is going to do anything. So the Surveyor with Trample, let's try to get in here. See if this does the job. So we can give +6, +0. I guess in that case, we just give it here, right? Oh no, it doesn't give trample. So then we do it here. And then cross our fingers that this doesn't find a removal spell. Okay, 9, and then plus Far Fortune's 1 is 10. Which gets the win. These games have been nail biters, to say the least. Let's get to game 2. On the draw this time, we do have a Gilded Goda on 2. Hopefully that's good enough here. See if Grim Bauble needs to kill something. Looks like it doesn't, so we will play Engine Rat. Grim Bauble, this doesn't have any sort of, what's it called? Ward associated with it. that again. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll play the same game. I mean, it kind of just needs to die. I wanted to do something else, but it's not going to let me. I guess if he plays Zahor, I could play Grim Bauble and Gilded Goda. Yeah. You got a Grim Bauble as well? No? Or do I want to play a 4-1? I can get my engine started as well. Gosh, there's many different options. I think getting my engine started and getting into 2 is actually the best of these options here. That's what this deck wants to do the most. Bulwark Ox. What is that? Okay, attacks while saddle, put a counter on a creature. And then creatures with counters get hexproof and indestructible. Yeah, that's good. Sure. Alright, I guess we attack with Catalyzer here. Get to 3. Okay, trading it with the Ox. I mean, that seems fine. That means we're the offensive deck here now. Okay, Grim Bauble killing Rat. That's fine. No, don't kill that too. Yeah. That's fine, I guess. Alright. Not a horrible top deck. That blocks the Wreckage Wicker Folk, and then... I don't actually... Land isn't horrible. I don't need the Sarcophagus. That lets me cast Fortune next turn. Do I need to top that, though? Probably not, because even if I miss on a land, I could play the other one of these and then sacrifice the Bauble here. So let's put both into the yard, and then this just trades for that. So let's just play this. And then go to the end of the turn. And if we draw the land, the Far Fortune, now we don't have attacks anymore, so never mind. Now we do have attacks more, so mind. Goodness. So many back and forth things here. Alright, let's do this. Saddle it up. And then attack. And we've still got the pedal to the metal. Playing around with the fact that he doesn't really want to use it, so I think I will just go ahead. Pay the 1, kill the Wicker Folk here. And then pass the turn. Next turn we do have Far Fortune with the treasure. Got something in my eye here. Okay, it's a 2-4. That makes my life really annoying, but hey, now I can actually get to max speed by attacking with the Wicker Folk. Oh my gosh, something's in my eyeball. Okay. Zahor is back, and so is Sundial, Dawn Tyrant, Dynamite Diver. Probably should have sacked this on the upkeep here. Huh. I can trade Far Fortune off. This actually trades with anything. Alright, let's get in here. And then I play Dynamite Diver and sacrifice Grim Bauble. Oops. Okay. Make a couple 2/2s, that's fine. Play this, and then this doesn't have to be at sorcery speed. When this gets going, it really does get going here. Yeah. Alright, let's do this. Hopefully no instant speed removal for Far Fortune, because that does mean I get to kill Zahur now. This Far Fortune ability is just, max speed ability is wrecking. And doing really, really well here. Artillerist, that 2 mana to deal 2 to my opponent and draw a card? Yeah, that's fine, I guess. No artifacts. This will only trade for one of these cards here, unfortunately. And the Wicker Folk doesn't trade for anything. So I don't really think I have attacks. Do I want to wait till there's an artifact on the battlefield to cast this? Probably not, because I have to sack a creature. It's not really what I want to be doing, so let's just play this. And I do need to find something relatively quickly, because this thing can just keep beating me. 4-turn clock here, I guess. I was about to say, kickoff celebration. That's the card I needed to keep a land in hand for. Ugh. Okay. This could trade for just like a 2/2, basically. This doesn't really seem good enough. But like, what else am I doing? I just need to draw into like anything. Yeah, let's just pass. Maybe this giving haste to things could potentially like cheese out a win here, but if he draws removal for Far Fortune, this is not going to go well. No? Siphon Fuel. Yeah, that probably does what I need it to do here. At least temporarily. Probably do it on his turn. I can't really attack profitably, so I don't get to gain the life because Zahor is just going to sacrifice it. So no attacks here. Doesn't give him a 2/2. These are close games. Okay, so Zahor sacrifices it. I don't gain the life, but at least it dies. I can deal with 2/2s on the ground, probably. Okay. Not too bad. We're actually drawing stuff here. And he's drawing lands, so are we. Okay. Block, block, take 3. Close to die to removal. This deals 4 damage on attacks here. Yeah, I mean... I can't... The Zahur ability is just gonna, like, take me down here after a while. I've got a clock here, so... Obviously removal is horrible. Again, or like, for me right now. What does that do? -1, -1? Okay. Okay, at least it doesn't have... Menace? Give me something good off the top here. There have been worse draws, I suppose. Can I live? So I block that, block that, block that. Yeah, I still live if I attack with Wicker Folk here. As long as there's no removal, and I can't just sit back and do nothing. Okay, and now Wicker Folk is lethal next turn. As long as Far Fortune sticks around. Alright, end the turn. Okay, that's a good sign, I think. Surveil one, and then can draw a card off the Surveyor as well. Alright, 2 draws. What do you got? Kill that, block, block, take 5. Still not dead. Good game? Wow, we did it! And in the first ever Aetherdrift set draft, we got the trophy. Let's go. Well, we did it! We got the trophy in today's Brawl draft. I'm not sure that the set-specific version of this draft was as good as the historic version, but I was excited to give it a go regardless, and I hope you enjoyed it. Stick around on the channel, and you'll definitely be treated to more historic Brawl drafts in the near future. See you around.